Welcome to Fort Wellington! Yay! It's a National Historic Site here in Prescott. So let's go to the visitor center first and check because there's no... Oh, it's closed.
Well, admission is free right now. There's no charge.
Wow, yay! That's good.
I have some pamphlets here for you guys.
Okay.
Do you just want 1, 2, 3,
4.
just
2, maybe 2 is okay. No,
Thank you very much.
No problem.
So he can come, right?
Yeah, you can go right on up. No problem.
Yay!
I know it's very exciting.
Very excited too because it's free.
So masks are required outside, but if you decide to go into any of the buildings up there, you will need to put one on.
Okay,
That's what we're
perfect.
asking.
Mhm.
If you head around the visitor center here, there's a nice paved pathway that'll take you right up to the site, and we have some guides up there that are more than happy to answer any questions for you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Enjoy your visit.
Thank you. Okay, let's go.
Hi.
Thank you.
Would you like to hear a brief history of the
Sure.
Yes,
Sure.
please.
Alright, so the fort
Do you mind?
I don't mind at all. So the fort was originally built for the War of 1812, but only finished construction around 2 weeks before the war ended. So all that's left in that first fort would be the earthen walls go all the way around. And today you'll be walking to the second fort. As the first fort had fallen apart due to the use of poor materials like greenwood, for example, which had quickly rotten throughout the years. So the second fort was built towards 1838 and 1839 for the Upper Canadian Rebellion. If you have any questions, feel free.
Rebellion. Who do the rebellion?
So the rebellion was the people in Canada, of Upper Canada, against the government, as they weren't necessarily happy with all the stuff that they had.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
So they
when-
built this after the war.
Yeah, so this ended up being built, the first fort ended up being built 2 weeks before the war ended, so it wasn't too useful back then.
Uh-huh.
It did, however, participate in the raid on Ogdensburg, which is just to the fort right across the river from us.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second fort, it was meant to prevent if there's any rebels that did make it all the way over here,
Mm-hmm.
which a couple rebels did end up coming down the river, but we ended up scaring them off a couple more kilometers down the road, which is where the Battle of the Windmill took place. So it's now
Oh,
a
okay.
lighthouse. I'm not sure if you've checked that
The
out.
battle of the... Yeah, I think we've been there like last year.
Yeah.
The battle
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
thing in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where that battle took place. It was just of rebels against the government that we ended up scaring by shooting down some warning fire at them. They ended up just going down the river a couple times.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so this here, what happened was we did have some troops that were garrisoned here and that stayed, and they were just here pretty much to look out. And if we ever were under attack, we were meant to slow down the attacker as we waited for more people to come from Fort Henry and Kingston,
Mm-hmm.
from a fort in Montreal.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
We were more
Fort
meant as a
Henry.
rebel station,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
just to wait.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Nice visit.
officers' quarters. Oh wow.
Si Robert magandang kasama sa ganito.
And this is the someone's in the kitchen. Let's see. This is your kitchen. Dining. You tired, Alpha?
Oh yeah.
And so they're intended to fire kind of at an angle and go up on an arc. So we wanted them to go and kind of blow up right before they hit the target, so kind of right above it, so that all of the shrapnel would go and cause a lot more damage.
So it's like a ring that's gonna...
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. So how do they deploy that?
So they would have pretty big mortar shells. They weighed about 50
nice.
pounds. And they would load it in just the front there. And they would end up firing it off by, there's a little tiny touch hole right there. And they would have a little kind of wick coming out of it. And they'd put something burning on it like a candle. And that would set it off.
But the range of that is not too far, right?
The range is actually pretty good. It goes about 2 kilometers, so it could go all the way across the river.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alpha, you wanna go into
What is this?
So what that is something called a caponiere, and it's a defensive feature that was added to the second fort. So essentially it's a tunnel that goes all the way through these earthen walls here.
Okay.
And it extends into the dry ditch on the front end. So since we were expecting an attack from the Americans, we thought they might come into the dry ditch out front. And they might try and hide from any fire that men were trying to fire at them. But down there, we would be able to have 50 men who would be able to fire out of gun ports or loopholes that we have down there.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome. I'll be here if you got any other questions.
Okay, thank you. Oh wow! Woo! Wow!
Hindi mo alam kung gano'ng kahirap gawin to. Look how thick
Yeah,
the
for
wall
sure. It's so thick. Look guys, look how thick this one. It just fits the rifle. Oh, amazing.
pretty cold down there.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Don't be facing in there.
No, exactly. So, a one-family go on the block house right now. So, if folks would like to talk a little bit more about family life here at the fort.
Those wrong.
The second part.
Those wrong. That's the
Yeah, those are the big cannons down here. So they're really heavy. I've had to pick one up
I
before.
thought it's a Jolan.
Yeah.
Giant.
Marble.
One for one.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. Yeah, you're saying something? Oh yeah.
Yeah, so up on the second floor blockhouse, that is where all of the soldiers with families would be living. So there would be anywhere from 20 to 25 families living up there at any given time. So things would be pretty crowded up there. And they would just have a small square of space, probably about yay big, so just enough to have a soldier and his wife sleep on top of the bed. But for any children that they had to sleep underneath of the bed. So they'd be given a blanket to share, so we weren't that cruel to them. But
They like that.
I was gonna say,
But what if they have
a-
lots of children?
So there could be families as small as one child, but there were families that ranged up to 5 children. So they weren't super big here, but they also weren't really small either. But the average size family would have about 2 children with them. So you would have the parents on top and then the 2 kids underneath. And that was also a multi-purpose use room, so they would be going to the bathroom up there. So that big bucket that you see just sitting right there, that would be where they would go to the bathroom at night. And they would have to keep this locked because they were afraid of people running away to the States since it was so close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
they would keep this locked at night so people couldn't use the regular latrines over there. So what would end up happening is the people would all have to kind of share that bucket, and then everyone in the morning would wake up, and the young boys would have to empty that into the latrine each morning. So that would be quite the job for sure.
Yeah. And what's that thing?
Over there, so that is something called a traveling forge. And what it would be used for is to kind of craft metal and various things like that.
Oh, okay. We thought it was
if you
like
folks
used
would
for
like, you can
cooking.
head on into the blockhouse now. And
Yeah, let's go.
if you folks would like, have you checked out the cabin yet?
Thank you.
Thank
Alright,
you.
So,
So we cannot go to the second floor. Barrack store. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I thought there's somebody here. Look at this. This is the... What do you call this one, Kuya? Ammunition.
That's the ammunition, and they put the gunpowder in here inside,
Yeah.
and they put the trigger mechanism in here. They light it up. They put it inside that
Cannon?
mortar cannon, and
Oh.
then they light it up and fire in a hole.
Oh. Sorry?
This
Yeah.
ammunition explodes in the air. They
Okay.
spread like that.
Hmm.
Spread in the air.
Do-
Inflict casualty from head up.
Hmm.
This
Is it
gun-
heavy?
It's heavy.
Oh. Imagine, bato yan sa ulo mo. Wasak.
Hindi kasi sumasabog yan sa air.
Yeah.
Kaya parang may ano pa yan dyan.
Oh my god, this is really heavy.
Sisindihan
guys.
nila yon, kasi lalagay nila yan dyan doon sa mortar. That's why they can blow it up.
Naman upo na
Sarap
dyan.
naman.
Okay, we can take picture there. Okay,
Hi,
let's say
Mano.
goodbye.
Hi guys, I hope you like our experience today. So thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe, like, and comment. See you in our next
Video.
video. Thank you, YouTube. And of course, our traveling
Traveling
Buddies.
buddies.
Traveling buddies!
There you go.
There you go.
Bye!
Bye.
See you in the
Very good.
Yeah, very informative.
Nothing really, but it was really interesting. Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Bye.
much.
Thank you, bye.